Skateboarding is now in the Olympics, so I thought I will try out a day of skateboard training, and I am lucky to be joined by Annie of Team Canada Skateboard. What goes into a day of your training?
So usually I'll wake up and do like mobility stuff. I do a lot of yoga in the morning, and then before skating I try to do like 30 minutes of like mobility, just like honestly just like lunges and stuff, like sliding lunges and stuff to just like awaken the legs mostly, and then a little bit of jumping, and then I warm up on my board for like at least 15 minutes before I actually start doing tricks.
So street and park are in the Olympics now. They're two different events. So Annie, what goes into both of those?
So for street skateboarding, it's a little bit like this kind of skateboarding. So it's a lot of rails and like stuff that you would find in the street, like stairs and stuff. So you have two 45-second runs. So you have the whole skate park to yourself and you go for 45 seconds. Usually in 45 seconds you do like between 8 and 12 tricks. So you have 2 attempts for runs and then 5 attempts for best tricks. And out of those 7 scores, they pick the 4 best scores. Park is
like the bowl?
Yeah, pork. Pork
is a bowl too. You get a pork bowl, like I don't know, a carnitas bowl.
Oh, no. Park is the other discipline, and it's like a bowl. So it's more like transitions, and then people go as high as they want, and they have I think 3 attempts for 45-second runs also.
Okay. So 45-second runs is like pretty. Do you feel like the lactic acid build up in your legs after?
Yeah,
like it's
definitely.
Pretty tiring.
But it's mostly cardio. Like people don't realize, but like it's a lot of impact in 45 seconds and like a lot of cardio because you're always like you're moving fast. You're also the adrenaline. Like I don't know. Like, but yeah.
Okay, so some of the basics of skateboarding, apart from like rolling around and being able to roll up and down ramps, is an ollie and a kickflip, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I kind of can do an ollie, I kind of can do a kickflip, so maybe you can give me some pointers to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can see I'm bleeding from my ankle and my shin, but I think it's because I'm leaving my ankle too much like this in the ollie.
I like to think of ollies in 2 steps. So the first step is literally just I call it the rocket ollie.
Okay.
So it's like basically you're gonna be in the basic skate position, and the first step is literally just like tapping your tail to the ground and bouncing a little bit, like as much as you can. But at first it's just gonna do this.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Like it might just do this. If you can start bouncing a little bit, like as soon as it hits the ground, you kind of jump like you're skipping.
Okay.
Step is like the one where the second step is like because what people think about when they do an ollie is like they're like, oh yeah, ollie is like when you do this and then you slide your foot, but like at first you don't really need to do that.
People skip the heel sometimes.
Yeah, exactly, and then it just kind of does it.
Yeah.
And they can't do it. So first step, rock it ollie, and then second step, that's when you're actually shifting your weight from your back to the front of your board while sliding your front foot. Do this, and then you slide it, and that's what lifts your back wheels, you know. And also another thing I tell people is like bend your knees. That's good. The difference is you're still doing that first step, the rocket ollie, and as soon as your tail hits the ground, you want to kick your board like in the beginning of the shape, so you kick it. But there's like 2 mistakes that people do. Either they like lean back too much and they kick like way too far. Or they don't jump. You know, like,
and your board
like people who just like put one foot on the ground.
Yeah, that's me.
I'll do one and then you get my back. Oh! I know. Yeah, that's so good.
See my wheels And my trucks are,
15 years old.
yeah, probably 15 years old. So I think we're gonna call it, but Annie, thank you so much. You taught me how to do 50-50 for the first time. This is like my life goal.
That's actually really sick that you did that.
I'm so excited. So yeah, now I gotta skate more. I should come skate in Montreal.
For sure, if you come, hit me up.
Yeah, well thanks so much. And what's one key advice to anybody who wants to try skateboarding?
I want to say like, go at your own rhythm. Like take risks, but take calculated risks. Like you don't have to aim for X Games when you try to like start skating. You can just like roll around, learn how to kick turn with your friends, and like it's actually like so fun and gratifying. And yeah, just try it.
I like it. And one last thing, Annie's on my podcast, the All In Podcast, and it will be out on July 30th. So make sure to tune in. Whew. Skate training is no joke. Now it's time to hit the gym. All right, let's hit the gym. So I actually have some of the Canada skateboard training plans, so it's gonna be awesome to follow along. The skateboard athletes aren't spending that much time in the gym. They're doing a lot of mobility work, stability work, power, and a lot of body weight type stuff. Basically, the whole goal is to build some muscular endurance so that you can handle a whole day of skating, as well as just prevent injury by bulletproofing some of your joints. Skate athletes don't need to be super strong, but they gotta be fast, they gotta be powerful, and they got to be resilient because obviously you're taking a lot of hits, whether you're falling or even just absorbing the landings. All right, I'm already pretty warm, but you're gonna wanna do some light jogging, maybe a little bike ride or something like that, just to warm up your system before you get into the workout. Now, the first thing that Annie does in her workouts is mobility work. Mobility work is extremely important for all athletes, but especially skateboarders. Most days after mobility, Annie starts with some control work, then she moves into either strength or velocity. Today we're gonna do a little bit of everything. Now we're moving into the velocity section of the skateboard program, which is some power, some jumps, some controlled landing. In skateboarding, you're always moving, you're twisting, you're jumping, you're landing, so why not practice it? You can see as I've gone from snowboarder to CrossFitter, I've gotten a lot more heavy-footed, so I definitely need to be working on this exercise much more. Of course, you guys know, if you've tuned into any of my past videos, that I love to lift weights and do some stuff like that. So this was a really good change of pace and brought me back to the way I used to train. If any of these exercises looked easy, I would like to let you know that it's not. To be in control, to have stability, that takes a lot of effort, a lot of intrinsic work, a lot of mind-body connection, a lot of awareness. So you really have to be mentally on. You can't just turn off, go lift some heavy weights. You're really cognizant of everything that you're doing when you're moving your body weight through space. All right, I really appreciated you tuning in. Make sure that you hit subscribe, leave a comment if you like this. Let me know what sport you want to see next. And yeah, can't wait. So thanks for tuning in.